Hey, Ben here from 5 Better Trades, and today we will be looking at NVIDIA. And so, what is going to happen here on earnings? So, nobody knows. They could have great things, there could be some great numbers that come out, and it still will go down, right? So, really, we're just looking at the fundamentals. We're looking at basically the charts and what the chart's going to tell us. So, I think if there is negative, if it does come out and there's negative, and it does go down, I could see this level of 112. 112 down here, and to the upside, I could see a nice 10%, 144. So this we either a gap up or even touch it for the day. Potentially, obviously things could change, things could get a little crazy with earnings. So earnings are just you just never know what's going to happen. But I think there's a few folks out there saying this as well, but I think this is a pivotal moment for the market. So let's go ahead over to the S&P 500 chart. Let's look at the daily. So we actually have some tools as well to kind of back this up, and I'm actually going to show you a little bit how this is calculated down here. But I want you to look at this chart. And so we have right here, this is in August, this is from January, and then right here. So this is going to be, we're at a pretty critical level. So I think if we have bad NVIDIA earnings and the markets are already fearful, everybody's already has a lot of just anxiety with these markets, these big boys that are holding all this cash. We could see a flush. It could definitely come down. I personally think, I think the Nvidia could. It's such a solid, such a solid company, and I think it's going to have a positive earnings, and I think it's going to go up, and I think the S&P 500 in turn will follow that as well. And so this will end up seeing a nice little pop here back to all-time highs, whether it's probably not this week, but potentially next week. So that would be my personal bias. But we want to play both sides here. So the reason I think that if we do get if it doesn't, right, if it doesn't go up, we don't get it that 5%, or more, in the direction positive on the positive side. Let's actually bump down here on the 30-minute chart. And so check out, this is what we call the fear meter. And so it analyzes the SPX VIX, the US 10-year yield, gold, Bitcoin, DXY, and then HYG. So that's bonds. And what we do is we put all these into one group, and we assign different values to each of them. And so say if the VIX goes up, fear is going to go up, obviously. If the SP goes down, fear is going to obviously go up. If Bitcoin goes down, fear is going to go up. If gold goes up, fear is going to go down. So we're assigning all these different things, and we're putting a score down here. And so check this out. This is about as most fear as you can get. We're actually at a scale of 100, and it has reached 100, and it just sat there. Actually 99.85, so not quite at 100. And it literally just been sitting there since what is it? Since yesterday or 2 days ago, or no, yes, yesterday. And so there's a lot of fear. There's a lot of fear happening. So I'm kind of using tools like this to my advantage, and also just looking at different various charts to make some decisions here. But it all really comes down to NVIDIA earnings and what it's going to do. So yeah, so that's kind of the video today. If you want to know more information about this tool, by the way, I'll have a link to it in the description. If you like this content or you want to see more of this kind of stuff, give us a little thumbs up, give us a little follow, and I definitely would appreciate it. And let's see what happens with NVIDIA. And if anything crazy happens, maybe I'll do a little update video for that. So all right, see you guys.